Hello friends, welcome back to Lana Decor. Does your modern home feel a bit too cold this winter? Today we're fixing that. I'm sharing 20 effortless ways to blend vintage warmth into your contemporary space, turning that winter chill into pure, soulful comfort. Welcome back to Lana Decor. Let's make your home the coziest place to be. Transform your modern console table with a touch of organic beauty. Take a heavy vintage stoneware crock and fill it with bare winter branches or fresh pine clippings. This simple arrangement adds height and natural texture to any space. The weathered patina of the crock contrasts beautifully with sleek contemporary furniture, creating a perfect balance between rustic charm and modern sophistication. It's an effortless way to bring the winter landscape indoors while maintaining your home's clean aesthetic. Create a stunning fireplace display by mixing old and new metallics. Arrange mismatched vintage brass candlesticks in varying heights along your mantel, then intersperse them with sleek modern glass votives. The warm glow of candlelight reflects off both surfaces, creating depth and visual interest. This layered approach adds instant elegance to your winter evenings. The combination of tarnished brass and crystal clear glass perfectly embodies transitional style, making your fireplace the heart of winter comfort. Elevate your coffee table styling with a clever vintage touch. Remove the dust jackets from old hardcover books to reveal the beautiful linen binding underneath, then stack them to create varying heights. Use these stacks as risers for modern sculptures, candles, or decorative objects. This simple styling trick adds layers of history and texture to your space. The neutral tones of vintage book spines complement any color palette while adding intellectual charm to your winter decor. Instantly transform your modern sofa into a cozy winter haven with one simple swap. Replace plain cushions with deep jewel-toned velvet pillows in vintage-inspired shapes like round, bolster, or tufted designs. Think emerald green, sapphire blue, or rich burgundy. The luxurious texture of velvet catches light beautifully and feels incredible to touch. This quick change adds warmth, color, and comfort without permanently altering your space, making it perfect for seasonal decorating in a transitional home. Brighten dark winter days by creating a mirror gallery wall. Collect small, ornate, antique gold mirrors in various shapes like ovals, rectangles, and shields, then arrange them in an organic cluster on a blank wall. These mirrors reflect natural light throughout the room, making spaces feel larger and brighter. The intricate frames add vintage character while serving a practical purpose. Against crisp white walls, the aged gold patina becomes a stunning focal point that blends history with modern sensibility. Bring winter sports nostalgia into your entryway with a charming Apres-Ski vignette. Lean vintage wooden skis or snowshoes against the wall, then pair them with a modern wire basket filled with firewood. This combination celebrates winter activities while remaining stylish and functional. The weathered wood texture contrasts beautifully with contemporary clean lines. It's a welcoming statement that sets the tone for your home, suggesting warmth and adventure the moment guests walk through your door during the snowy season. Create a serene kitchen display using vintage, white ironstone. On open shelving, arrange a collection of antique pitchers, platters, and serving pieces in varying sizes. Tuck fresh cedar or pine sprigs into the pitchers for a seasonal touch. The creamy white tones and subtle crazing of vintage ironstone add warmth without cluttering your modern kitchen aesthetic. This monochromatic display feels clean yet cozy, proving that winter decor doesn't need to be colorful to make an impact in contemporary spaces. Make your dining table the centerpiece of winter gatherings with a rustic dough bowl arrangement. Fill a long wooden dough bowl with vintage glass ornaments, oversized pine cones, and delicate fairy lights. The rough texture of aged wood contrasts beautifully with the shimmer of glass and light. This centerpiece works perfectly on modern dining tables, adding organic warmth without feeling too country. It's dimensional, eye-catching, and creates intimate ambience during long winter evenings spent around the table with loved ones. Refresh your walls for winter by swapping generic modern prints for vintage oil paintings. Look for moody winter landscapes, snowy forest scenes, or misty mountain views at thrift stores or estate sales. Frame them in simple modern frames to bridge old and new. Original vintage artwork adds soul and authenticity that prints simply cannot match. The brushstrokes and patina tell stories, making your space feel collected over time. This simple swap dramatically changes your room's mood for the colder months ahead. Soften modern furniture lines with the warmth of a vintage handmade quilt. Drape a folded quilt over the back of a contemporary armchair or arrange it in a woven basket beside your sofa. The patchwork patterns and faded fabrics add color, texture, and handcrafted charm to minimalist spaces. Quilts are not just beautiful but functional, offering extra warmth during chilly evenings. This display honors traditional craftsmanship while serving your modern lifestyle, creating the perfect blend of form and function. Turn a vintage wooden sled into a charming hot cocoa station. Use the sled as a unique riser on your kitchen counter, then arrange modern mugs, jars of marshmallows, and cocoa supplies on top. The rusty runners and weathered would bring nostalgic winter charm to your sleek kitchen. This unexpected use of vintage items creates conversation and adds personality to functional spaces. It's a delightful way to celebrate winter traditions while maintaining your home's contemporary aesthetic throughout the holiday season. Welcome guests with the warm sound of vintage bells. Hang a cluster of large rustic brass bells from your modern door handle or entryway hook using rich velvet ribbon. The aged patina and authentic weight of antique bells create a tactile, old-world experience that contrasts beautifully with contemporary door hardware. Each time the door opens, the gentle chiming announces arrivals and departures. It's a simple touch that engages multiple senses and adds unexpected charm to your home's first impression. Engage the senses by creating a winter simmer pot on your stovetop. Fill a vintage copper pot with water, orange slices, cinnamon sticks, cloves, and star anise, then let it gently simmer. The rising steam fills your home with the comforting scent of winter spices. The warm copper tones add visual warmth to modern kitchens. This is comfort you can see, smell, and feel, transforming your space into a cozy sanctuary during cold winter days and nights. Create an elegant winter tea moment using vintage mismatched floral teacups paired with a sleek modern teapot. Each delicate vintage cup tells its own story through different patterns and colors, while the contemporary teapot grounds the collection. This eclectic mix feels collected and personal rather than overly coordinated. Set it on your coffee table with a cozy throw nearby for the ultimate winter afternoon ritual. It's proof that vintage and modern can coexist beautifully in the most intimate moments. Master the art of casual elegance by styling a vintage wool plaid blanket on your bed. Whether folded at the foot, draped diagonally, or layered with modern bedding, a classic plaid throw transforms clean contemporary bedrooms into cozy retreats. The timeless buffalo check or tartan patterns add bold color and texture, Wool's natural warmth makes it both decorative and functional during winter months. This single textile piece bridges the gap between cabin comfort and modern sophistication effortlessly. Organize your coffee table or ottoman with vintage silver serving trays. Use a tarnished silver tray to corral modern items like remotes, candles, and reading glasses. The decorative engraving and aged patina of vintage silver adds glamour to everyday objects. This functional styling trick prevents clutter while elevating the aesthetic of your living room. The metallic shimmer catches light beautifully, and the contrast between old silver and modern upholstery creates visual interest that feels intentional and refined. Create the perfect transitional lighting by pairing a vintage ceramic lamp base with a crisp modern linen shade. Look for bases with interesting shapes, glazes, or patina, then top them with simple drum shades in white or neutral linen. This combination honors the craftsmanship of vintage lighting while keeping the look fresh and current. The soft glow through natural linen creates intimate ambience perfect for winter evenings. It's an affordable way to achieve custom designer lighting in your home. Add rustic texture to your living room with a vintage wooden crate. Place a weathered soda or fruit crate beside your sofa to hold rolled throw blankets. The aged wood, faded typography, and rough texture contrast beautifully with smooth modern upholstery and clean lines. This practical storage solution keeps extra blankets accessible during cold evenings while adding authentic vintage character. The crate becomes both functional and decorative, proving that storage can be stylish in a transitional space. Turn your window ledge into a glowing winter display using vintage amber glass bottles. Line up a collection of old medicine or apothecary bottles in varying heights, leaving some empty or adding single dried stems. When low winter sunlight streams through the amber glass, it casts warm golden light throughout the room. This simple arrangement transforms harsh winter light into something magical and inviting. The vintage glass filters cold daylight into cozy warmth, creating the perfect winter ambience. And there you have it, 19 ways to bring vintage soul into your modern winter home. Remember, it's not about clutter. It's about adding layers of history and warmth that make you want to stay in. Which idea are you trying first? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to Lana Decor for more styling tips. Stay cozy, and see you next time.